I'm Melissa Smith, and welcome to our first episode of Titan TV News for this school year. We are the Pembroke School News program bringing you school and community updates twice a month. New episodes will air every other Monday and continue throughout the week at 5 and 9 p.m. I hope you were able to catch our episode preview last week, where we will be going through our district announcements and previewing our episodes. To start off the first episode, Titan TV caught up with Miss Noguer, PHS students, and fellow foreigners as we take a look at the foreign exchange program that was held in late September.
This whole idea about the exchange program kind of came at us very quickly. I got a phone call from Spain in my classroom, and they talked to me about this great program that they had. I'm not exactly sure how they found me, but I'm really glad they did.
Ms. Noguer asked us if anyone would be interested in doing a cultural exchange program, and so they needed a certain number of people who would be willing to take someone, and I was like, oh, well, I'll just ask my mom, and she ended up saying yes, so that's how I ended up with Sonia, and it was just really fun. We Skype chatted over the summer, so it was like texting just whenever we could.
When I see these kids coming together who've never met, the only thing they have in common is that they're both really enthusiastic about this whole idea of getting to know each other's culture. When they meet, they're excited, they put their best selves forward, and they form a relationship.
I was nervous because I'd done another exchange, and I was like close to the persons there, but I didn't have like a relationship, and now I have known the culture and I have a friendship, so that's fine.
I was a little bit nervous about the English thing, not understanding a single thing, and everything a mess. This high school, going to classes and changing from classroom to classroom.
I was really nervous to meet Adriana first, but then we became really good friends.
I didn't know what to expect. I was very nervous. I was afraid Jorge wouldn't like me. I was afraid, that's good. I was afraid he wouldn't like Pembroke. I was afraid I would have to speak Spanish, but it turned out great. He's awesome. He speaks better English than I do.
It's kind of nerve-wracking to have someone come live in my house with my crazy family, but it was fun.
Well, I've lived quite a few years in Spain, so I've had the opportunity to experience the culture, so have my children. And I get frustrated when I try and convey those feelings, that learning to students. It's just hard to do.
I was expecting to see the culture and know the culture from America, because I really like the culture that I saw on movies and everything.
I think my favorite part was going to Boston, because I didn't come to the United States before, and it's a really different country from Spain. And my favorite part was going to the beach too, because I like so much the beach.
My favorite part was when a friend of American teacher invited us to go on a plane flight in the Hanson Airport. I think it was Hanson Airport, okay. And it was like a lot of fun, because I like risky things and being on that aeroplane.
My favorite part has been the community of teachers that we have, with the two teachers that came over from Madrid. They're English teachers in Madrid, we're Spanish teachers at PHS. And just communicating with them and seeing how they work and comparing it to how we work, getting ideas from them, talking about things, because they're very open, they're very intelligent.
The main differences were the schedule, the daily routine. We get up later because school starts later. I kind of need to readjust my timeline and my schedule.
They eat strange hours for us. Like we have the dinner at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock in the evening, and they have the dinner at 6 o'clock. So there are 3 hours of difference, and it's really strange.
They do eat a lot. We don't eat that much in Spain. It's not very healthy food, but yeah, I do like it.
I saw an American football amateur play, and it was really boring because they don't pass the half of the field.
The idea that when they meet here and then they maintain and develop their relationship over, a 5-month period before we go over there in February, that they're opening themselves up to all of this diversity that they weren't open to perhaps before, and all of these new experiences, all these different points of view, that they just didn't have a window necessarily in Pembroke to look through and see this diversity, this different way of thinking, and now they do. They have a friend, and they're maintaining a relationship and opening themselves up to a lot of new experiences and new ideas. And they're developing their communication skills in real time. They have to communicate here in English, but then when the kids go over to Spain, they have to communicate in Spanish. So it's just practical.
I'm excited just to see Spain. I think from the pictures I've seen, it looks very different than America. Everything's very much older, and it would be a neat experience.
I'm excited just to see, because she got to see like where we go to school and like what we do for fun. So I'm excited to go to Spain and experience all the same things, but in her hometown.
I'm really looking forward to just seeing the city of Madrid and also experiencing all the food and just the culture.
Now we have all these friends from Spain that we can Snapchat and Instagram and text on WhatsApp. It's just really exciting.
Homecoming wrapped up the month of September here at Pembroke High School. Titan TV was able to capture all the activities that took place, from the pep rally to the final field goal and the tailgating in between. Sean L'Italian, the new face of PSN, sat down with Athletics Director Dana Battista to talk about the fall season and its teams, as well as connecting with coaches and athletic administration for updates and info. We also have a special public service announcement from the Captain's Council.
Welcome to AD Corner. I'm Sean L'Italian here with Dana Battista, the Pembroke Athletic Director. How about you tell us a little bit about the season so far?
Sure. I'll kind of do a quick overview, kind of touch on some of the sports, and then we'll go from there. How's that sound?
Great.
Good. I think the word right now for this season is new. We have 3 new head coaches in some of our major sports, so it's been a little bit of a challenge in the fall so far. So we had new coach in football. Brian King took over. He was the defensive coordinator at Plymouth South. He teaches here in the building. He took over, and he's taken over a really young team, predominantly all sophomores and juniors. So it's definitely going to be a challenge, heading into the season with them. At this point, they're 0-3, and it's going to be a rocky road for a while, but hopefully they'll be able to come around. Boys soccer, we lost our coach. He went on, Jay Bowden went on to coach at college, so we got a new coach, Adam Scott. And also, like the football team, they lost a massive amount of seniors last year. I mean, that was a senior-laden team. So again, he's going to be very young, a little bit inexperienced, but they should probably make their way into the tournament. Girls soccer, new coach, Kerry Cantino took over. And sounds like the same thing, but somewhat of a young team. And they're going to may struggle a little bit up front, but hopefully they're stronger players. We'll be able to pick them up later on, and they'll make a tournament run. What about your team? I'm the captain for the Titans golf team, and I think we're a really great team. We communicate with one another. We're a really resilient team. We're like, if we have a bad day on the course, we'll pick each other up and kind of be there for one another. So mostly seniors, juniors, what?
Mostly seniors. We have one freshman on the team, Jared Pollard. He's a very good golfer, and mostly seniors, a few juniors, and I don't think we have any sophomores. Good. But
and 2 losses so far?
Two losses, yes.
Yeah. So you should be right in there for the tournament.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Good.
Yes.
So that's golf. That was easy. So I get to interview him. Volleyball. Again, I've been watching them play. A lot of young kids, 9th and 10th graders. There's some seniors in there, but they're right around the 500 mark right now. So they're going to challenge for the tournament. Hopefully they'll get in. Field hockey, really, really tough league. Patriot League and field hockey with Duxbury, Hingham, Hanover, Situate are 4 very, very good teams. So they're going to have to win their games they have to win, and they're going to battle those other teams right there to get themselves in the tournament. I think they're 2-3 right now, or 2-3-1, so they're going to be close. Cross country, as always, is dominant. He's got a really, really good group of girls and boys competing there. So they should be right there running for the sectionals and/or state title. And our cheerleaders have a competition coming up in October, and last year they made it into the regionals. So, Mrs. Dorito has done a nice job with them, and she has a nice group of girls back. So, I think overall, when you look at the fall teams, it's young and getting better.
Right.
So.
Yeah, how about you tell us a little bit about communication? Parents, I know, sometimes have questions.
Sure.
Can communicate with you with Twitter.
Sure. Actually, there's 2 different ways. Well, up on the website, we have a rolling schedule that's on there all the time. Right. So you can look at a day and it goes all the way to. We didn't put the specific schedules on there. Reason being is because they change all the time. Today it's raining out, so whatever's on that, if I gave you a paper schedule, is probably not going to happen because it's going to change. I know, like Wednesday, it's supposed to change. It's going to be raining. So paper schedules are fine up front, but they change all the time. So on the website, I'll change that every morning. And do updates there. But I think the biggest thing is for communication for us is all our coaches have Twitter. They have a vehicle to communicate with the kids and the parents with. And I was just watching the news this morning, and when the Pope got back to Italy, he tweeted out something when he got back. And I think that, 4 or 5 years ago, Twitter was something that only kids did. It was something that parents were afraid of.
Right.
But that's the multimedia tool right now that everybody communicates with. So myself, I'll tweet out every morning, and a tweet's just a message. I'll send out a message every morning when the games are, where they're located, times, and if any changes. And I think that's really the best way to get into athletics. Great. So for any Twitter users, my Twitter is @ Pem Athletics. That's how you would find me. And
Great.
I send out messages all the time.
Awesome.
Even when you're shooting under par.
Oh, yeah. We're going to wrap this up now with the Captain's Council PSA. I'm Sean L'Italian. See you next time.
Hey! Hey, you! We're talking to you! We are a Titan because we love our school.
Because I like the competition.
Titans because we're student athletes.
Titan because I love playing sports.
Titan because I love being part of the team.
We are Titans because we love to get rowdy.
Because I love working hard and being a part of the team.
Because I love the thrill of the sport.
Because I love the hype.
I am a Titan because I enjoy being a part of a team and their success.
Because I love crossing the finish line.
Because we fight for our school.
Because I like the competition.
Because I love the thrill of the game.
Because we like to win.
Titan pride!
Even though MJ had graduated, he has passed on his man on the street torch to Titan TV News' own director, Matt Kreckie. Matt caught up with PHS students to talk about the beginning of the school year and their summers, from our freshmen through to our seniors.
What's your summer and what'd you do?
It was good. Thanks for asking, Kreckie. I didn't do much. I worked a lot and I went fishing.
My summer was excellent. I volunteered with the New England Aquarium. We did a lot of removal of invasive species around the Boston area and the Harbor Islands.
My summer was really fun. I went to Florida and I went on vacation and I played a lot of volleyball over the summer and I kind of just relaxed.
What are you most looking forward to about your senior year?
I'd say drama club and getting to direct Springfest this year. And also getting to drive to school is a plus.
Graduation.
I'm really excited about getting into college and figuring out where I'm going to go and just all the fun that comes with senior year, I guess, when all the stress is out of the way.
What's your favorite class?
European history.
I really like art class and also AP Bio, which is cool because Murray's cool.
My favorite class is AP Psychology with Mr. Jackson.
Obviously, you're a senior, you're kind of a pro at high school by this point, so any advice you can give to the underclassmen?
I would say to sign up for as many extracurriculars as you can possibly fit into your schedule because they help you out with college and it's really nice as a break after school to do something fun.
The only advice I'd give to the underclassmen is to make sure that you do really good your freshman, sophomore year so that when you get to junior year, it's really hard. It might lower your GPA, but if you did well before, I mean, it'll even out, and when you get to college, the whole process will be easier. So just don't procrastinate on anything you do.
Yeah, definitely keep up with your schoolwork and make sure to make it a priority to get good grades and to get involved with like different clubs and activities around the school.
I would say join the Ultimate Frisbee team. It'll save your life. Don't do drugs, kids.
That does it for our first episode of Titan TV News. Just a reminder, if interested in watching previous episodes or any other programming, subscribe to our YouTube channel by searching Pembroke Titan TV. You can also get up-to-date previews and additional information from our Twitter account at Pembroke Titan TV. And if you have any questions or would like to find out more information, please visit www.pactv.org. Titan TV meets after school every Thursday in the Titan TV studio on the 3rd floor of the high school. I'm Melissa Smith. Thank you for watching Titan TV News. We'll see you next time.